Good evening, everyone. How's it going today? It's fine. Actually, I'm not sure why I'm asking since this is a recording and all, but hey, whatever. Anyway, welcome, welcome to the video. We've got CommanderKyr at the top left corner, playing us for GDI, and down here, the southeast, we got sharpeeuk also playing us for GDI. Now this is going to be a rather long match as you can see by the timeline, so make yourself comfortable and hopefully I can keep you entertained for that long. I think it's probably going to be rather straightforward, but time will tell, eh? Sharpie building those grenadiers straight away. Might be going for a quick recon with a nice little bit of punch at the end. Meanwhile, CommanderKyr is going for rocket soldiers. Not going to be this useful at this segment of the game, but more power to you, my friend. As we can see, Sharp is going for 3 corners of the map right now. As this is a more than, how do I put this? As this is a map that has more than 2 starting points, you have to scout. And, yep. That went as well as you would expect. Always make sure you keep your grenadiers safe with the Tiberium fields. Otherwise, stuff like that happens, and you pretty much squandered money on it. CommanderKyr did a little bit of scout with Rocket Soldier. I think he saw the Grenadier, but yep, there we go. He's focused. Might be a bit stuck in a bit of a toss-up between those two. Not gonna be it's not gonna be any serious damage, but I think, well, who knows? That's a lot of money lost for CommanderKyr though. I think rocket soldiers cost somewhere around 300. Yeah, about 300 credits, and he just lost around what, 3-4 of them. And Sharp has just got 4 more of them scouting up. He knows where he knows where the base is now, so it's not going to be a real problem for him now. He's got his Humvees built. Not really sure if he really wants to scout at this range, but I guess if he wanted to find more Tiberium fields, it's the right thing to do. He now knows about these Tiberium fields now, so if he wants to expand, he can always build another MCV and send it over there. He's keeping it up with his eco. Starting to build those medium tanks though. He's run out of power already. You might want to get that sorted out, Sharpie. Got a bit of a hit and run. Not entirely sure what the point is of that, but yeah, Commander didn't take that bait. Just sent his men back. I don't think it was the best idea having a weapons factory up there with the north, considering it's at the edge of the map. I think you would do better just to keep it somewhere around here. If you have it, somewhere around here, then you can put your medium tanks out this direction and down here, so you've got them for the front line. Sharpie trying to do something with that Humvee. I guess the Humvee driver just chose death. But yeah, Sharp has built his base up. As he's not playing against the Brotherhood of the Nod, he's not going to have to worry about some nuclear missile taking out a good portion of his base's health, for want of a better word. He's building 4 refineries. That's great. What he should be doing is maybe starting to build up around here, because that's a blossom tree. It's going to start destroying Tiberium. In fact, I think all of them, yeah, all of the Tiberium fields that have blossom trees are right around here. So there is a bit of risk involved, but you're not going to do too much by playing it safe here unless you're pretty economic with your money. I think you could choose a better unit than that. That's no, what are you doing? Oh dear. Yeah, CommanderKyr's doing something. I think he should be building more refineries. This might be a low ELO player we might be seeing. He's only got the one refinery. He's only got the one weapons factory, and as we can see, they're both running low on money. But because Sharpie has, what's that, 6 refineries now, that means he can have a constant trickle of resources coming in. But Kyr has only got this. Well, that's not too good. He should be building, another couple of refineries down around here maybe, just to exploit that Tiberium field and the one here. He also has the choice, I should be saying, he also has the choice of expanding to the east here, so he can get just a little bit more credits from this field. Not sure what Sharp is doing. I think he might be biding his time, waiting until he has enough medium tanks before he can really decide to do some actual damage. I'm not entirely sure what Kyr's really doing. I don't think he's gonna be winning this one. I'll be honest with you. He's only got the 2 medium tanks, the 4 Humvees, the 5 Humvees, and what's that, 4 Humvees as well. The problem is that Sharpie here, he's building more than 5. He's got more than 5. He might be building some more, and I really think you should be building some more power plants, mate. If you're low on power, if you don't already know this, if you're low on power, your buildings start taking a bit more gradual damage, and your production speed also slows down as well. Some structures shut off, and they either shut off or they have reduced functionality. Like for example, if you have a radar, that would go down. If Iron Scar Towers, I think they shut down too. And if you have an iron cannon, well, that won't be charging until you get your power back up. Maybe Sharpie doesn't need to do that. He's already got enough. He's already got enough medium tanks that he can hold against any sort of advance, and his harvesters are starting to make more than he's spending. He's got a great eco going, but CommanderKyr's not doing too much. I think he might be trying to turtle, but this guy might be new, which would explain the well, I hate to say it, mate, but I'd call that low ELO play. Don't hate me. Okay? Don't hate. What's there really to say? That was painful. That physically hurt to look at. Yeah, don't do that. As it turns out, CommanderKyr just lost pretty much half of his offensive forces. He's building some Tiberium silos, but it's not going to be of any use if you can't get that spending in the first place. You shouldn't be building Tiberium silos, in my opinion. If you're spending money on silos, that's money that you could be spending on a few extra units, for example. You should really keep spending and spending. You shouldn't really let it run to a point where you need to build more silos. Sharpie looks like he's almost ready. He started to group his units together, which is a pretty good telltale sign, if you ask me, that he's planning on making an offensive. Now he knows that Kyr has these units here as the main line of defense, but he doesn't know about this northern approach so far. As far as he's concerned, there's only a Humvee and a rocket soldier around here. Kyr, on the other hand, he knows now where the enemy base is, but well, there's not else much he's really doing. He's not got enough money to really make a difference at this point in the game. We've got Sharpie. I believe Sharpie might be preparing that Humvee. Yep. I'm not sure if he knows if there's an approach to the north of here, but if he discovered that, then that would take him right into an advanced power plant and a weapons factory. And I just noticed this, but Kyr just sold his refinery. What are you doing, Kyr? Oh my god, I can't believe he did that. Did he just do G himself? Did he know about that? What was he doing? And he finally sold the Tiberium silos, but because he is still spending, he's not cancelling any units or whatsoever. So then he just sold another power plant, but it's not going to be enough. Chances are he's still spending as well, so who knows? Maybe if he sold his everything. I think this is it. He hasn't got enough units. He's only got these two at his construction yard. Not even a power plant, so he might as well sell that off. This might be one of the weirdest GGs I've seen. He's built a new refinery, but I think it's a little too late. He's got 2 harvesters, but at this rate, there's no way that he can really build a solid eco before Sharpie before Sharpie makes an advance, which he's doing right now. He doesn't care about sending his units through that Tiberium field. At the end of the day, he's got vehicles. He's got the upper hand. He's got the higher ground, and he's building more right now. You can see these. He's gonna more or less send them on at some point. Commander's doing a desperate last defense, but I don't think it's going to do the trick. He's not doing too much. He's not doing too well. This is painful to watch, you know. It's like, how do I put this? It's like a dog. Imagine a dog, like a Chihuahua or something, and he decided to pick a fight with a tiger. I believe that's the last. Oh, look at that! He's captured the weapons factory. He's did another assault in the back. He's built a barracks. He's got them on both pincers now. CommanderKyr will not be able to defend against this. He captured the coneyard and sold that off. What a fantastic play. There's nothing Kyr can do now. He's captured another one. This is a GG. What a fantastic play from Sharpie. You know, he had that eco going straight from the start. Let's have a look what he did. So he built his scout units, and he had his Tiberium refinery. And then the next thing he built was 2 refineries, so then he could get a weapons factory up and start producing those medium tanks with as little worry as possible. And as you can see, he already built a scout unit, and then he builds 2 extra refineries. That is a fantastic way to secure your eco and do whatever you want to do. Theoretically, around the, let's say the midpoint here, if he really wanted to, you could most likely have bought an advanced command center and just build mammoth tanks. He had his eco going nice and solid, and throughout he didn't have to build a single silo. He just wanted to make more medium tanks, and that's GDI's main advantage, is having those medium tanks where you can keep churning. So long as you have the economy, you can just keep doing that ad infinitum. He didn't even need to build another power plant. He had it optimized to a point where he only had to do those medium tanks, and he more or less won the game. It was around here that, you know, I more or less knew he's going to win. He's going to win the game. He's got the upper hand of the eco. He's got the upper hand with the military forces. And I don't know what CommanderKyr was trying to do. I'm not sure if he was new. He might have been new to the game, which might explain why he built those two silos. Why he didn't just go for Tiberium Refinery is beyond me. But, you know, you do you, champ. Hopefully you'll learn from your mistake, and we all do. Hell, I wonder if I was that bad when I was a kid, but hey, it happens, you know? But if you watch this, Commander, you didn't need to you didn't need to build Versailles. I don't think you could have done without building that advanced guard tower. What you should have done is more or less do the same thing, you know. Make sure you have your barracks, send out a few scout infantry, build at least 3 Tiberian refineries around here so you can exploit the resources as soon as possible. Always have more than one weapons factory if you can afford it, but you really should be churning out those medium tanks and those harvesters. And because you didn't manage to build yourself a solid defense force, which meant you were pretty much handicapped, even nearly towards the end when you only had these 3 mammoth tanks. And again, I don't know what you were thinking with that. That was a terrible idea. And what you could have done was you could have cancelled whatever you were building here, waited, then build another refinery around here. But, you know, you played well. You did kind of stick through to the end until you knew it was time to tap out, when it was time to GG. But I don't think you were going to stand a chance, mate. You were facing against a 6 harvester eco. You had, let's count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're facing against 15 medium tanks, which not even an advanced guard tower is going to defend against, and not even with these amounts of units. But you know what? I didn't actually see the APC. I didn't notice that. Oh! Oh, there it is. That's what it's been, you sneaky bugger. He knew as well. He knew about this approach here. He even had the 2 engineers already. And Kyr didn't know about this. If he had explored this field a bit more, had his harvester, you know, anywhere near there, then he would have noticed the APC. Which I think really, you know, that was the nail in the coffin, in my opinion. But I think I've waffled enough. So thank you for watching. And if you have any feedback, then let me know. Otherwise, have a wonderful evening and enjoy your weekend. Goodbye.